Okay. 3, 2. Hi, I'm Tyler Wisner.
I'm Gracie Heinley.
I'm Ihan Moss.
And this is our presentation on the incorporation of the Woodlands Township as the city of Houston. In 2021, the people of the Woodlands Township had a vote to determine whether or not we wanted to incorporate the city of the Woodlands or to remain a township. The two propositions given to voters when voting incorporation included Proposition A, decline incorporation under the status of a township and included the additional property tax no more than 22 cents per $100 of property value. Proposition B, we would incorporate the Woodlands Township District as a new general city, be called the city of the Woodlands, and that the Woodlands Township would be its own independent city. We would elect our own mayor and govern ourselves.
So what is incorporation, and how will it benefit the people of the Woodlands? Well, incorporation will make the Woodlands our own city, as opposed to being a township like we are right now. The result of incorporation gives more power to the residents to set our agenda, to be involved in the city, and to decide what kind of city it will be. But what is that worth? One argument made by those for incorporation claimed that the Woodlands has run out of ways to progress through the usual routes. They say that had the city incorporated back in 2014, the Woodlands could have secured federal aid for flood projects after Hurricane Harvey, received its own federal COVID-19 dollars, and issued its own road bond package funded by its residents, rather than relying on the county at large. These benefits will be able to further help the people in the Woodlands, as opposed to these funds being split all across Montgomery County. When made into our own city, the government applies to the locals, as taxes goes towards benefiting their personal community instead of giving benefits to all around in the area. The incorporation of the Woodlands allows the people to form a sense of identity. Say you are traveling to a different county or city. What do you say when someone asks the question, "Where are you from?" You say, "I'm from Houston." With this new form of government, you would be able to have unity and identity by instead of saying, "I'm from the city of the Woodlands."
Public-spirited residents have worked to keep Clinton beautiful and the epitome of small-town American life. Their efforts maintain a charming and vibrant merchant district, excellent public schools, meaningful cultural events, and significant engagement in public affairs. The town of Clinton thrives on neighborly camaraderie.
Okay. While the idea of being our own government with our own powers seems nice, those who vote against incorporation mainly had concerns about budgeting. Opponents of incorporation have stated the new revenue estimates are a departure from how the township typically budgets. The tax rate is too low to properly fund operations and an effective law enforcement department. Several studies made by those against incorporation have reported that the township projected cost of incorporation is insufficient, inaccurate, and unreliable by leaving out key factors that show higher costs and a risk of safety. Many believe that the township grossly underestimates ongoing costs, primarily labor. The cumulative costs are understated by about $26 million. Many unstated factors can make a big difference, as being an independent city gives us responsibility over financial crimes, special victims, gang activity, computer crime, juvenile crime, and some vice and regulatory offenses that we haven't ever had to address before. Those are also concerned about safety of the people, as being a corporation also means we have to maintain our own police force. There's concerns over the struggle to recruit the necessary number of officers for a police force, and that the quality of the roads will go down and the city has to take on the costs of their own maintenance. The Woodlands is maintained using county taxpayer funds, but once incorporated, the costs would be shifted entirely to the city's resident taxes. The cost of procuring patrol vehicles is understated by $6.1 million, in addition to the yearly $14 million in the base budget for each in regards to the original Novak study provided. Not to mention huge underestimations of budget costs, many also don't think the township has planned for inevitable cost increases of salaries, benefits, insurance coverage, or pension plans. Although incorporation may seem like a great plan in the future, budget problems and many unsolved factors drove many away from voting for incorporation for the time being.
While the White House has stated the bill will cost $1.75 trillion, the true cost of the reconciliation package could be as much as $3.98 trillion, according to some models. As if adding to our nation's already enormous debt wasn't enough, this bill will drive up inflation and end up taxing the middle class.
Voters